Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 923. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟. That's Durham's online community paper, which you can check out at 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟.com. Now, with Bull City Hangout, I tell you what's happening today in Durham, and I invite you to click on that link on the 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟 Facebook page if you would like to join me on camera to shoot the breeze, say hello, promote yourself, your business, your special event. All of that would be super great, and you could share this out. That would make it super great as well. So let's get started with the word page. That's the government and nonprofit information page, where there's some really great programs and services being offered by local nonprofits and also the city, the county, and the state. So just go up and down the page, see what pertains to you. Go ahead and sign up. Okay, so let me see. Now, strangely, there are no city vacancies. That's the first time ever since I can remember, that there hasn't been vacancies to be filled on City of Durham commissions or committees. So that's good, I suppose. But I'll keep my eye out for, actually, there is a vacancy to be filled next week. And I'll give you a hint right now. It's going to be the Durham Bicycle and Pedestrian Advisory Commission. So that's for next week. Okay. So the Durham County libraries, they're all open until 8. That does include Bragtown. And then tomorrow they will reopen at 9:30. And then Bragtown, Bragtown will reopen tomorrow at 10. Okay, and I hope you click on the word page where it says City of Durham Solid Waste Management Department. I have a little app, a little link that I created there, so that you can click on it and check the schedule of, when you roll out your blue container for recycling, etc. What I usually do, I just look and check my neighbors. I look out the window and check my neighbors and see if they put out their cart. If they put out their blue cart, I do as well. But still, you might want to get the app. Well, it's not really an app, but it's like a link to the City of Durham's Solid Waste Management Department page, where you can enter your address and then click and then find out the schedule for your block. Okay, let's see. I think there's probably some classes that I can tell you about being offered by community colleges across the state. This is going to be found under Durham Tech Small Business Center. Let me scroll down there real quick. There it is. So technically speaking, Durham Tech's Small Business Center is downtown. So they used to be on Bacon Street. Now they're downtown in the Chesterfield building on the second floor, 701 West Main Street. And they've got a parking lot behind the building, which is really cool. But let's see. So they're going to have an in-person class Friday. In fact, it's a conference for Hispanic, Spanish-speaking business owners. 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟𝗧. Oh, they're making up words again. Hispanopreneurship 2024, but that's what it's going to be called. It's going to be Friday. It's going to be an all-day thing from 9:30 until 3. So if you know business owners who are Hispanic/Latino, definitely let them know about this because it's free. And I'm sure it's going to be a great way for them to connect with each other and to connect with the Hispanic/Latino/Spanish speaking community. So yeah, that sounds like that's going to be fun. So that's going to be really nice. Now there are some online classes. Oh, this is not the latest iteration. Let me refresh the page real quick. Okay, now let me scroll back down and see if the page refreshed. You have to do that sometimes. Let's see. Durham Tech Small Business Center. There it is, updated. So here are 3 classes. You can choose which one to attend. So these are offered by community colleges across the state. They're free. All you have to do is to sign up and be ready to take some notes. They're live. You can ask questions. They're really good. So the first one is from 6 until 7:30 this evening. Content marketing, what's working now. And when they say content marketing, I think they're talking about like social media. So I guess you'll get some tips on figuring out what everybody else is doing that's working, and then you can follow suit. Here's another class from 6 until 7:30. Marketing your small business. You definitely want to do that. You just don't want to open up and then sit and wait for customers. I mean, you want to really go out there and get them. Here's another class from 6:30 until 8, the ABCs of starting a small business on a limited budget, which is a really good way to start a business because you can start modestly. You don't always have to be grand when you start out. I always believe that you start small, rule your little area, and then just continue expanding. When I started my newspaper in Chicago, that's where I'm from, it was first called the Woodlawn Scoop, and my little logo was an ice cream scoop. But anyway, it's called the Woodlawn Scoop. Then I moved across the highway to another community called Inglewood, and I called it the Woodlawn Inglewood Scoop. And then after that, it was starting to get really popular. Other communities were calling and say, "Hey, when are you coming out my way?" So eventually, I expanded to 13. Chicago's huge. There's no way I would ever be able to cover the whole city. Impossible. But I did cover 13 communities, and still the area was probably bigger than Durham. Yeah. But anyway, it was called the South Side Scoop after that. So that's a good way to gain success. If you have more money and people working with you, then you can start bigger. But if you're like me and you're alone or you just have a small crew, I suggest starting small and modest and then spread out incrementally. Anyway, you can learn all about that tonight, 6:30 until 8. They might say the same thing, they might not. Attend the class and find out. Let me know. Okay, let's go to wait, let me check SCORE real quick because I think SCORE is going to have a workshop too. Let me scroll down. Whoa, I passed it. There it is. So SCORE, let me tell you what that stands for. Service Corps of Retired Executives. So you can get a mentor. These are all people who have run businesses. They know all the ins and outs. They can give you some great mentorships. Hit them up. They are in downtown Durham. They're back in Durham. They started out in Durham, as far as I know, in the Mutual Building. Then they moved to Chapel Hill, and now they're back. So they're at 103 West Main Street. So give them a call. You can get a mentor and meet them online, over the phone, etc., probably in person by now. So anyway, I think they're going to have a webinar. Let's see. Yes. They're going to have a webinar tomorrow at noon. So I will not be mentioning this tomorrow because then it'll be too late to sign up. So just note that there's going to be a free webinar. Go ahead and click on the link right after the show and sign up. It is called Navigating the Legal Landscape, Essentials for Starting Your Small Business. So I guess part of that is going to be choosing whether you're going to be a 501c3 nonprofit or, with all the different categories. I'm sure they'll tell you about that during the class. Okay, let's go to the health page, to your health. Got the latest numbers with COVID. If you're interested, it's still with us. Still with us, unfortunately. And let me check real quick to see if there are any blood drives that we need to know about. Oh, and there are different ways to sign up with Medicaid. So definitely check that post on the health page. Now, let's see. Today is the 23rd. So tomorrow, the American Red Cross will have a crew over at the Durham Regional Hospital's Behavioral Health Center. So this is basically, let's see, this is where you can donate blood. You can literally help save lives. The address is 3643 North Roxborough Street, and they will be there from 9 until 3 tomorrow. Now, let's see if Blood Connection also has a blood drive. They will also, the blood connection, they do the same thing. They collect blood, they save lives. So let's see. So tomorrow they'll have a crew over there at Sprouts. That's at 105 West Highway 54, and they'll be there tomorrow from 10:30 until 1:30. So make a donation of blood, and like I said, save a life or two. Thank you in advance. Oh, I need to tell you about HELP because they're open tomorrow at 10. So HELP is the Health Equipment Loan Program. They collect giveaways, or rather donations of things. Maybe you have a wheelchair. Maybe you're no longer using a wheelchair, cane, a tub transfer bench. That's getting people with disabilities or movement problems from a chair into the tub if you don't have a walk-in shower. So that's really useful for people who have lost their mobility in their legs. So if you have one of those sitting around, they would love it. They would love to have it. Anyway, you donate things like that, bedside commodes, etc. Then they disinfect everything, repair is necessary, and then they turn around and they loan it to people who need them for 90 days at a time. It's a great program. It's run by Durham County. It's run by Project Access, and they're located at 4206 North Roxborough Street. Now, they're only open 2 days a week, so Tuesdays 10 to 2, and then Fridays 1 until 5. Great program. Okay, let's see. Let's go to the senior page, Senior Scope. Let's see what's happening at the Durham Center for Senior Life, which is downtown at 406 Rigsby Avenue. Free membership, free activities, free parking, great place to hang out if you're a senior 55 plus. So let's see what's happening today. Oh, they always are collecting, let's just say they're always running the Essentials Supply Drive. This is where you and I, we can donate items that can help struggling seniors. Sometimes they need personal care items, deodorant, maybe a new washcloth, toothpaste, toothbrush, things to keep their homes tidy, maybe a nice new broom, mop, cleaning supplies, that sort of thing. So if you're able, like maybe you're going shopping, maybe going to Dollar Tree or Walmart or whatever, and you're buying things for your own household, if you can afford it, and if you catch a sale maybe, and you can get something extra to give away for a struggling senior, they would really appreciate that. So stop by the Durham Center for Senior Life. When you come in the door from the parking lot, just go to the front desk and ask Miss Donna or Miss Barbara, whoever's there, about the supply drive. And they'll thank you, and they'll tell you where to place the item or items. Okay, today is Monday. So this afternoon, they're going to have afternoon bingo at 1 o'clock, Monday Zumba at 1 o'clock, Lifeline Dancers, that's line dancing at 3:30, the Tech Center and the Fitness Center. They're both open from 5:15 until 7:15. The Tech Center has computers, and the Fitness Center has all those, the workout machines and the bouncy balls and, all that sort of thing. So that's going to be from 5:15 to 7:15. And actually, they have workouts that they live stream. So follow the Durham Center for Senior Life on Facebook, because sometimes they live stream their workouts and you can join them from home. So check that out. Now, tomorrow morning, they're going to have line dancing at 8:35, open art studio, work on your art from 9 till 12:30. Google it, how-to questions, that's all about tech at 9:30. Take off pounds sensibly, 9:30. Keep it moving, gentle exercise at 10:15. American Sign Language at 11. And then at 12:30, they will have Crocheting Club. Now, I need to tell you also, I haven't mentioned this in a couple of days, but there is another senior center, and they're run by the Durham Center for Senior Life, but it's like a North Durham offshoot. It is called the Durham Center. Oh, it's called the Little River Senior Center, and it's part of the Little River Community Complex. It used to be a school back in the day, so they have their own gym, so you can bring your basketball and play hoops whenever you like. So they're open Monday through Friday, basically from 8:30-ish until like 2-ish. So they have coffee in the morning. They've got walking club, free play gym, like I told you, games, quilting. They have Bible study on Tuesdays, guitar lessons, cards, bingo, lunch every day, congregate meal is what they call it at 11:30. And I'm pretty sure it's free because when I went, they just offered me a lunch and I was like, sure. So yeah, I think it's free. Bass guitar lessons and also crocheting. So another great place to hang out. So if you happen to live way north, this is at 8305 North Roxborough Road. It's actually in Bahama, but you are more than welcome to go to either or both. But I'm just letting you know if you live far north, you might want to check that out. Okay, I forgot to check the special events. Let's see what's happening in terms of special events. Today's the 23rd. Okay, let's see. Oh, this is going to be a good talk. If you can get down there by 12:30, they have their own parking lot, so just zip down there. They're going to have a senior legal advisor presentation, how to pay for long-term care. Some of us have that on our minds for ourselves or our spouses or partners or whatever. So that's going to be today at 12:30 until 1:30. It is presented by certified senior advisor and lawyer Rick Messimer. Every month he has a really pertinent talk about senior issues. So that's today's talk. They do ask that you register, but if you call real quick, 919-688-8247 extension 110 and just try to slide in. Now tomorrow is the monthly member check-in. This is where you bring your lunch and if you want to, you don't have to. You bring your lunch and basically from 12:15 for an hour or two, you can enjoy your lunch downstairs. You're meeting with the director of the Durham Center for Senior Life and staff, and you can let them know what you think about their programming. I'm thinking maybe they added French because somebody suggested it because they didn't have it at the beginning of the year. So maybe if somebody says, well, gee, I want to teach or I want to learn Portuguese or Swahili, or maybe the workouts, maybe you want to have them add something in terms of the workouts. Maybe you have some cultural suggestions. And they're always celebrating something. So if you have a suggestion for maybe a holiday they didn't know about, maybe a holiday from India or Mexico or something, suggest it. They'll probably go for it. So that's going to be tomorrow at 12:15. I shouldn't speak for them, but they will listen. But yes, that's going to be tomorrow at 12:15. Now let's see. On Wednesday, they're going to have a fall pop-up farmers market. So you might want to check that out. They'll be celebrating September birthdays on Wednesday. They're going to have an Aging with Pride movie matinee on Wednesday. You don't have to sign up for that. It's called My Name is Pauli Murray. How about that? That was made in 2021. That's going to be on Wednesday. Let's see. Oh, they're going to have all kinds of great stuff this week. Anyway, check out the Senior Scope page by going to DurhamSkywriter.com. Alrighty, and the last page, there are other pages, but the last page that we will visit today is the Let's Go page, calendar of events. So let's scroll down to 23. New Visions of Africa restaurant, as they do every weekday. They will be giving away free meals to people in need from 3 until 6. They're located at 1306 Fayetteville Street, and they're right next door to W.D. Hill, and they're served by the 5 bus, 5 and the 5K. Oh, if you're driving, just go around and park in the W.D. Hill parking lot. Okay, if you like disc golf, which is a fancy way of playing frisbee, a fancy skilled way of playing frisbee, the Glass Jug Beer Lab, the one on Highway 55, they're going to host their disc golf putting tournament from 6 until 10. You pay $6. You bring 3 of your putters. Those are frisbees. And then you have fun in this double elimination random doubles tournament. And I hope I told you the time, from 6 until 10. Now, JSJ College Counseling, they're going to be hosting a Navigating the College Application Process workshop. And that's going to be tonight. 6:30 until 7:30. It's free. It's going to be held at 𝗕𝗓𝗧 Test, Prep, and Academic Services. If you're usually reading the Skywriter, you know about 𝗕𝗓𝗧. They offer all these free workshops, and they also have really intensive paid programming as well for young people. I shouldn't say just young people, because there are a lot of older people going to college too, for people who are trying to enter college. So the college application process can be intense. So you can learn all about it for free tonight from 6:30 till 7:30. The location is 3500 Westgate Drive, Suite 103. And they do want you to click and register too, so they'll know how many people are coming. The Hayti Heritage Center's Heritage Rhythms African Dance class is tonight, and that is from 6:30 until 8 upstairs in the Chuck Davis Dance Emporium. Okay, this is on the corner of Fayetteville and Lakewood from 6:30 until 8. There is a $10 fee. You start out with the deep breathing and the conditioning, and then you go into the cardio intensive African dance moves, and that should be really, really fun. It's Monday night skate at the Dirty Bull Brewing Company downtown at 206 Broadway Street. And you're invited if you are an inline skater or a four-wheel skater. I guess it's called quad skater. So you can skate, you can roll both inside and outside. This is going to be from 7 until 9. However, if you get there early enough, like around 6:30, you can join the Bull City Big Wheelin' Club for a city skate throughout downtown. That also sounds like lots of fun. However, I don't know how to skate. Now, tomorrow, the Durham County Sheriff's Office's Animal Services Division, they have rabies vaccination clinics for your pets, and this is offered on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So what you do, you call. Got the number right there on the Let's Go page. So you call, and then you can make your appointment either between 9:30 and 11, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, or between 2 and 3:30. There's a $10 fee for each pet, and it has to be made pretty much, cash only. That's what they want, cash only. Okay, let's see. Also happening tomorrow, East Regional Library, that's the home of the over 50 crowd, where people who are in the older set, they meet in a room in the East Regional Library. They hang out, they talk about stuff. There's free coffee, there's free tea. It's basically a hangout for the older set. That's going to be tomorrow. Of course, it's free, and it's at 10, and it lasts until 11:30, and the location is 211 Lick Creek Lane. Now, tomorrow is a big day. If you are in need of groceries and you're struggling, New Visions of Africa restaurant, they have a weekly grocery giveaway on Tuesdays, starting at 12:30, going while supplies last. And basically, they give away like great groceries. Now, if you're on the bus, like I told you, they're served by the 5 and the 5K. They're at 1306 Fayetteville Street. If you can get a ride, I do see people getting rides from friends. Yeah, because sometimes they give away too much food to take on the bus. But if that's all you got, do your best. Have a rollaway cart, at least, if you have one. But yeah, they give away a lot of food. And in fact, after the giveaway, sometimes they leave the leftovers in these big boxes in between W.D. Hill and New Visions. And sometimes it's just chock full of really just great stuff. So if you are in need, you need some groceries, definitely head that way. Try to get there before 12:30 because the line is usually pretty long. The need is still out there. They will ask you questions about your family. They want to give you enough food. So they're going to ask you how many people are in your family and how many kids you have. So that's going to be tomorrow at 12:30. Now, I think this is just for Christian faith leaders, but there's going to be a pastor's lunch tomorrow. It's hosted by Tri-West Network. It's going to be held tomorrow at 1 o'clock at City Barbecue Durham. This is a way that pastors, reverends, preachers get together and talk about things to help their communities and their congregations. So that again, it's going to be tomorrow at City Barbecue Durham. Of course, you pay your own way. You pay for your own food. It's hosted, but it's not, they don't pay for your food. So that's going to be at 208 West Highway 54 at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Okay, let's check the weather. I'm a little worried because I got a headline, like one of those emergency headlines talking about a hurricane heading this way. So I'm not too excited about that. But let me see if I can find it. I don't see it right now. That's okay. Let me go back to the weather, my weather app. Okay, so I didn't think it, it doesn't feel like 80 just yet. It's 76. So it's not 80 just yet, but the high is supposed to be 80 today. We might make it. It is cloudy though, and we're going to have a couple of wind gusts. So right now it says partly sunny. It's totally cloudy here on Cap Street. But again, it's 76, going up to 80. And it looks like it's not going to rain today. Oh, the rain starts at 4 in the morning, it looks like. So it looks like it's going to start raining early tomorrow morning. And then tomorrow, the high will be 80. It'll be cloudy. And, wait, not just cloudy, 75% chance of rain. Okay, so tomorrow, so 75% chance of rain. And it looks like we're going to have a really, really rainy week. And I think that's because there's going to be some kind of a hurricane. I haven't gotten the name yet. I'm about to hop on YouTube and see what that's all about. But yeah, it looks like we're going to have a really, really wet week this week. And in fact, let me see how hot it's going to be this week. So it's going to still be in the 80s for the first part of the week. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Can't complain after all. It's going to start getting cooler from this day on, pretty much. So that is it for today's show. Enjoy the rest of your day, your afternoon, and I'll see you tomorrow at noon. What? Let me check. Because I know Friday's show will be pre-recorded because Senior Pharmacist is having their big fundraising lunch at the Washington Duke. So that's going to be Friday. So I will be live tomorrow at noon. Hope to see you then. Hope you can join me, and you can join me on camera as well. I always welcome that. So have a beautiful afternoon. Ciao for now. Be sure to read the Dsskywriter at dsskywriter.com. And again, ciao for now.